What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers Podcast, episode 215. Actually, 215. Let's go!
Oh my God, he
back.
remembered it.
I remembered it. I checked today. I made sure. We are back with an absolutely fantastic episode for all you motherfuckers today. We got UFC 320 to talk about in the books. Bellator, not Bellator, PFL. It is actually PFL now.
PFL Tour.
Yeah, they're officially no longer PFL Tour. It's just PFL. They happened on Friday. That was something. Yeah. Before we get into all that, don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate everyone that does. Let's fucking go. But first things first, to talk about today, UFC 320 from Las Vegas last night. Absolutely incredible event. Definitely lived up to all the expectations, if not exceeded expectations on the card.
The main card especially.
Yeah, that's where that's where it really matters.
True.
But yeah, definitely expected more decisions on the main card than we got overall. Only one decision on the main card. We will get there though.
Yep.
But in the main event, motherfucking Poatan looking to reclaim the title against Magomed Ankalaev in the rematch, and he gets it done with just absolute authority.
Yeah.
First round TKO, a minute and 20 seconds into this fight. Just a monster, man. An absolute monster.
It was fucking insane. Like, the second the bell rang, he was just across the canvas in Magomed's face, like, I'm here and it's over. Because, like, the first big right hand that he landed, Magomed went down. He was down. He's like, oh no, panic shoot, which when has Magomed ever shot a takedown in the first round, especially the first fucking minute of the fight?
Say, yeah.
Never. And it was done. It was just, he shot and Alex just started spamming elbows.
Yeah.
Minute and 20 seconds. Called. Magomed was like, Magomed had nothing other than to cover up because he could not do anything. Yeah.
Because he shot in on the takedown and Poatan just hipped into him basically and just instantly folded him back. So he just went, back onto his back basically and just rained down elbows until the fight. I honestly thought that they were going to end it sooner.
Same.
And then they just kind of let it kept on going. And then it's Poatan just picked it up a little bit. Ref stepped in. I'm pretty sure it was Herb Dean.
It was Herb.
Like doing that, like a championship fight of like giving him like a little extra time to try to, but there was no recovery time. Like Poatan was not easing up. There was no space. And he just ate extra elbows for it. Like
the only reason it would have been able to continue is if Magomed had been able to get a foot on the hip or something, been able to push off, things like that. But
he wasn't even trying.
No, yeah, exactly. He was turtled up and he was just unable to do anything because Poatan, his ground pound is ruthless, and he was not gonna give him a second to even get out of that position. There was nothing Magomed really could have done in that position that he was in. So
is one of those things where he could have decided to try and be more active on the bottom, try and scramble or whatever, but it's clearly he was very hurt. He was already done at that point, you know what I mean? So it's he's gonna get one or two clean elbows and now just get put unconscious, you know what I mean? It's absolutely vicious. It just really funny of how, talking about in the preview of okay, Poatan saying that, he was injured, he wasn't 100%, and it's okay, a lot of fighters say that. How much does that actually make a difference? You know what I mean? And just what are the things can he do in this fight to actually meaningfully make a difference to get the win? And it was just go after him, show zero respect to Magomed Ankalaev in anything he has, and just put the hands on him and just absolutely destroy him, man. And I feel like one of the funnier things about it, though, minute and 20 seconds, still broke his toe.
I know.
Yeah.
This dude.
At least of all injuries to keep getting and reoccurring, it's just like a broken toe because it doesn't take very long to heal and it's not like the worst injury to deal with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're in a boot for a couple days, couple weeks maybe.
Yeah, like don't throw that foot to kick basically, but it's like
Mhm.
you could still train, do your shit, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like a super hindrance to him. I mean,
Yeah.
he's fought with his broken toes before and we've seen that he could still do it. So like, while not ideal, not the worst injury to
Yeah.
constantly keep getting.
Yeah.
It's not like his foot was a balloon or anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just his commitment to the leg kicks and how he throws them, and it's like, yeah, I saw like a picture or whatever, and it was just
Yep.
right to the shin, the foot. Oh
Yeah,
my,
I saw
Yeah.
that too, and I was like, well, of course you broke your toes like that.
yeah.
No,
And
yeah.
especially just like how he throws them. There's so much power behind him too that it's like, yeah, man, you're landing your toes on some shins that you're smashing those things to bits. Like,
Yeah.
No, yeah. And like before, like it was even like announced, or you even saw the picture of him in a boot after the fight. He was literally like checking his big toes like right after the fight. I'm like, he broke
Yep.
his toe again.
yeah,
I immediately was like, yeah, he broke his toe.
yep. But yeah, just absolutely incredible,
Yeah,
man.
just
It's one of those things where every time Poatan just goes out there and does something like this, it's hard to not look back at his resume in such the short time that he's been here. Less than 4 years, 6 different champions
Yep.
under his belt that
He'll
he's
be,
already defeated. Three different times he's become new champion across 2 different divisions, 2 times at 205. And like you were just like, you know, just talking about and stuff earlier, it's like he's looking to go up to heavyweight, and he 100% wants to add a third title to that
Yeah.
resume, man. And
It
that
would be the best thing for the division too. Like I really
Mhm.
hope that like the UFC just lets it happen like that, because obviously Poatan as champ is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's now 1-1 with Ankalaev, but in this win, it was so quick and dominant that it's just Magomed did not defend it. You know what I mean? No reason to go back to that. He's knocked out Jiri twice. Olberg's a new rematch. He's knocked out fucking Khalil, beat Jan, knocked out Jamal, like, and now we're at number 7. You know, it's like he has cleared out his top 5. That even if you went to Olberg next, there's fucking nobody if he wins. That if he just vacates and moves up, and we do a vacant title with Jiri and Olberg, perfect.
No one's gonna complain about that. Like everyone loves Yuri. Olberg. He's Olberg.
It's Olberg. Yeah.
You know, so I don't think anyone would be able to complain about it. 9-fight win streak, all that. There's no complaints about it. The only one who would be complaining about it is Magomed because he just lost his title. But it's like, motherfucker, you just got dominated in the first round. Sit down for a minute.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is one of those things where it is like, yeah, we kind of need to want like new challenges and stuff. I think like, yeah, him moving up to heavyweight, he's talked about it, he wants to do it. It makes sense, and so like we've seen a lot of fighters who have moved up and vacated their titles very recently. We have Ilya, we got Islam Makhachev, John Wei Lee is moving up and vacating her belt. Like I think the UFC are a lot more open to it right now. So
yeah. Yeah, and it's one of those things too where everything that Poatan has shown throughout his 205-pound campaign and what he has done to some of the most devastating strikers that he's gone up against, it's like I get Carlos Olberg, 9-fight win streak. He's been doing very good. He's been beating better opponents, you know, just getting up there. But it's like they're like Jiri, you know, just extremely durable and stuff. Poatan just easily one-shots him. You know what I mean? Magomed never been knocked out before. He one-punches him in this one. Khalil, super tough, finishes him like that. It's like, I know it's been 9 fights since Carlos Olberg has lost, but this dude got finished by Kennedy and Zechiku.
yeah,
I don't care how long ago
up
that
against
was,
the
how
cage.
much better he's done. It's like this dude is getting knocked the fuck out by Poatan.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have no real interest in seeing that matchup like in any real way other than it's like, oh, Poatan does his thing, he gets another title defense, another knockout, he turns around quick, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like I would be much more interested. Have him vacate. Let's see him against the winner of Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane, however that goes. Even if they want to do like the loser of that fight to have him kind of prove himself at heavyweight or something, I would be way more interested in that. And then yeah, he vacates the title, and let's get Jiri Olberg for that vacant title shot. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
was gonna say, well, how do you feel if like they have him prove himself? They want him to do one fight, prove himself in the division, and versus Sergey
Pavlovich or Spivak?
Pavlovich. I want to do Spivak.
I don't fight. That's I mean, be fun. That'd be a big fight.
Yeah.
And
I honestly think
but
it's kind of a good fight for a couple reasons, because it's like, obviously Pavlovich has big power, like big power at heavyweight, even like it's undeniably there.
Yeah.
But he's definitely been fighting more tentative lately. Like he's just has not been fighting like he was pre Tom Aspinall fight and Volkov, but so like there's that where like I don't know if he's just gonna go out there and just try to fucking just take off Poatan's head. But also it's like Poatan's striking is so much better than his. It's much more dynamic. It's just he's
much cleaner.
That, and Pavlovich can get knocked out too. That it's like if Poatan like took the time to build himself up, where it's like if he got himself in the 240s, 250s, and he's just a healthy, strong, fast heavyweight, I think he could knock the shit out of Sergey. At the very least, win a decision. You know what I mean? Especially with the way Sergey's been fighting. It's like, I think that that's a very solid test for him.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%. Because the thing is, like, most of the guys, like, unless they do, like, what you were just saying with him fighting the loser of Gon Aspinall, like, Volkov's fighting Curtis Blade, that would be such a UFC thing to do. Give him potentially someone who's an extremely hard hitter at heavyweight. They might actually do it.
I'd be so upset if they went to Poatan Curtis Blades.
I'd be like, you motherfuckers.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah, no, I just think like you do it with someone who's a former title challenger interim title challenger, and someone who was a backup for the undisputed title. Like, so it just makes all the sense in the world to do it that way.
No, yeah, for sure. So yeah, we will see what Poatan decides to do, what the UFC allows him to do.
Yeah,
that's kind of the big thing.
But yeah, and for Magomed, it extremely rough. After his decision his draw in his first title fight, he had to have 3 more fights before getting an opportunity at another shot at it. So now after getting knocked out like that in the first round, I'm only gonna imagine it's gonna be at least 3 more wins before he's back in that conversation.
It is funny because after the fight, I went outside with my dad to smoke, and where I was like, "Yeah, so Magomed's about to have to fight, get onto a 3-fight winning streak to get another shot at the title."
Yep. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long he's out for. When he decides to come back and kind of what's going on, who's available at that time. But
they're gonna be like, "Oh, you lost in the first round in a title fight. You're gonna have to fight all the way down to 13."
Trilogy with Johnny Walker.
Oh my God.
Nobody wants that. Not even the UFC.
No.
All right, Min Yang. Just start him back, Go like 15, 10, 5, and then he could get a title shot.
Right. By the time he gets back to 5, it'll be a rematch with Jan still.
Let's go. But yeah, we'll see what goes on with that in the 205-pound division. Whole lot of fun. But yeah, definitely do think that the best for it would probably be Poatan just vacating and moving up. And then one thing that I did just like checking last night, and I did think that was funny. In a minute and 20 seconds in the rematch, Poatan was able to land 10 more significant strikes to the head on Magomed than across 25 minutes in the first fight.
No, it's a little bit more now with the updated numbers. Yeah, he
21.
landed 28. So he oh shit, to the head. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, you're good. But yeah,
21.
So yeah, just crazy. Rematches can be different,
No, yeah.
And then we'll get to that because that's big meaningful going into this next one. But the co-main event, I was so sad watching this, honestly. This shit broke my heart. This was Merab, man. I think Sean O'Malley put it best. Merab's a motherfucker.
Merab is a motherfucker.
Is an absolute beast, an animal in there. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Unanimous decision win for Merab Dvalishvili, defending his title for the third time this year against CorySandhagen. That walk, like seeing that result and everything afterwards, no surprise at all.
Yeah.
But the way that it all played out, man, was just crazy.
Fairly surprising.
I think that it's just that Merab is like a morally devastating fighter. Like he goes out there and just breaks his fucking opponents. And it just seems like they just can't return from it, because it's like round 1, Cory came out there and did exactly what he was supposed to do in just put the pressure on Merab, move forward, hit him with big shots. His strike selection was perfect. Like, he was doing the right thing. He had Merab backing up. Like, he was just Merab went 1 for 4 on the takedowns that round. Like, it was clearly Cory's round. He had the confidence and everything was great. But Merab is a great fighter with great fight IQ and the ability to make mid-fight adjustments as needed.
Yep.
And it kind of felt like he let the 5 minutes play out to get the feel, get the reads, get the movements, and then went out there and 10-8'd Cory easily. You have Merab, who going into the fight was like, oh, I'm going to be on the feet with Cory. I'm going to strike with him for 90%. I'm going to knock him out. And Cory's like, you're not knocking me out, bro, because we all know that Cory should technically be the better striker.
Yeah.
And round 1 happened, then round 2, and Merab almost has him out of there. Just like had him hurt just on skates.
Was
like,
shocked Cory was able to survive it, I'll be honest.
Yeah, went 8 for 13 on takedown, just picking him up, throwing him to the ground over and over again, was all over him. Clear 10-8 round. And that's all it took, because by the time it came to the 3rd round, it felt like Cory looked like he already lost his title shot. Like, he looked like there was no coming back from it. He looked like it was just, like he had already lost. And it's just fucking crazy, because then, as like, I know for you just watching it, so frustrating, where it's like, oh, like, you can do this. It's not like you're tired. It's not like you're this, but just fucking broken, bro. Like,
yeah,
that's what you guys got from that?
Yeah, because like, I know that kept going.
I did not feel that at all. I'm not even gonna lie.
God.
Cory did not look broken at all in that fight, in my opinion.
Like, every time like he went back to his corner, like his corner always did a great job of like hyping him up and like trying to get him back into it. But as soon as every round would just start again, it was just this, like, it would just start playing out the same way. And it just like, I don't, because that's where it's like, yeah, the look on his face and everything, it's like he wasn't tired, but like he just looked so mentally just like frustrated and just like unknowing, like unable to like have any answers, not knowing what to do. Like, yeah, like it just,
But there's a difference between frustrated and broken. Like, that's my point. Like, I feel like he wasn't. It's like, in all honesty, like round 4 was still arguably a round he won. I think he landed the cleaner shots. He only landed 2 less significant strikes.
Yeah, I don't know. While I was watching it, the way that I read it and just looking at Cory, it was like he was there and he was still fighting, but it wasn't the same round 1 Cory. And I don't think it was because he was damaged or injured. I think it was because he did what he was supposed to do in the first round, where he was like, I just kind of got to move forward, and did what he did. But then how we were talking about his mindset. And I feel like his mindset directly after round 2 very much seemed like he was overthinking. He didn't trust his striking as much. He would go to certain things like, oh, like, because I know Jimmy brought it up, where it's like he would land a right hook to the body and then be like, oh, that worked. I need to do that again, instead of trust to go up top, trust to mix it up, trust to do anything, and was just getting outstruck, getting hit, and like he just didn't look confident. So maybe broken isn't the right word, because he was obviously still there, but there was something in him where it just felt like he looked like he already lost that title. And that's just how I read that shit. Like, where I was like, I don't know. I don't see what he does to come back. And then even in the 5th round, where it's like he was landing a couple good shots.
Yeah.
And he had him like backing up in front of him, and he just not going for it, just throwing like a Hail Mary, like spinning wheel kick in the last 10 seconds, like hoping and praying maybe this will land, instead of doing something like, I don't know. It just felt like he was just not in there the same way. And I was like, Cory just seems almost done. Obviously not like a Roman Dolidze done, but in a Cory way, it just wasn't the same.
I can understand that to to a degree. I just feel like it might have been like, yeah, frustration, because it's just very hard to find Merab in a lot of instances, because he's just moving literally everywhere. He is literally just a ball of energy, just moving around that whole time. His head's always off the center line. Like, you have to be so accurate against him that it's insane. And then also in some of those rounds, like round 5, for example, he's still shooting 8 takedown attempts. He's still getting him up against the cage for 2 minutes that round. You know what I mean? So it's like, you already have 2 less minutes. You're able to try to find any of your strikes that you want to be able to land.
No, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's just because like, I don't, because like, yeah, it's not with like, because we're saying, bro, it's not like, yeah, it's not like he was like, oh, Roman Dolidze versus Fluffy in their round 2,
Right.
whereas that, but it like, it wasn't also either just like, oh, it just like, this is just frustration where fucking we'll get into the next one
That's
where
exactly what I was
like,
thinking
where
too.
like, oh, Yuri being frustrated against Khalil, like I was watching that and just like afterwards thinking about it, Corey looks like the face on Corey, I felt like was reminiscent of Michael Johnson under Habib, Edson Barboza under Habib. Like, there's nothing I can do in this fight to beat this man and to stop him. Like, it's just, yeah, like, and because that's why it was like frustrating for me, because it's like, okay, 3 through 5, there were the moments where it's not like, oh, he's just completely out of it. It's like he would start backing Merab up, but he's not doing shit with it, because it's just that yeah, he's already in the mindset where it's like, okay, as soon as I do anything, the takedown's coming, I'm not going to be able to do anything. And so it's like, yeah, like he goes and lands like a right hand to the body, and he just does that a couple times in a row. He lands a left hook to the body, he does that a couple times in a row. Like, first round, he was cooking Merab with the leg kicks. As soon as the second round happened, I'm pretty sure he threw as many leg kicks through 3 through 5 as he attempted in round 1. Like, he wasn't doing shit. The diversity in the striking was completely gone. The activity on the feet with when he was moving forward was completely gone. All like, he just did not have any, like, it just, like you said, the mindset was just completely broken to just be in there willing to fight him. Like, he was willing to defend the takedowns, he was willing to go through the grappling exchanges, but he was not willing to push the pace on the feet like he needed to get a win over Merab. And that's where it's like, yeah, like that's what he did in the first round. He threw 85 strikes in the first round. After round 2, he didn't come close to doing that. That was a man that was broken. Like, that wasn't just frustrated, he wasn't tired, like, he was unwilling to do it. Merab broke him in there, and that's like, Merab broke Sean O'Malley in there. Like, and that's where it's like, we are really starting to see Merab have that effect on people like Habib did, where it's just like, even if they're not like so exhausted or whatever, they just mentally aren't willing or able to go for it, because it just seems hopeless to them. And that was the feeling that I got from Corey on his face afterwards. Like, it's just kind of a combination of everything, where it's just, he knew that he didn't have what it took to beat Merab, and that was within 8 minutes of the fight. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know Jimmy even got upset when I said it. Like, he didn't want to, like, because it was right after round 2 that I was like, oh, like, he looks like he's already lost his belt. And Jimmy was like, no, he's got this. And then proceeded to be like, just go. And then he was like, fuck, bro. Like,
because that's where it's like, yeah, like, there was like, at the end of like, throughout round 5 and at the end of it, like, I didn't think that he looked tired, I didn't think that he was gassed, I didn't think that he didn't have the cardio. So it's just like, it's Merab in there, and what he's doing is making his opponents unable to go, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's, and so it's just like, yeah, it's fucking incredible what Merab's just been doing, man. Like,
No,
it truly is.
I agree with that. Because I agree with like a lot of what you're saying. I just disagree with, I guess, the verbiage. I just don't. Me and you guys just probably have different definitions on broken. I think that's what it is.
I just think that for me, I don't put broken into a box of a specific thing, and that there's just definitely different types of showing, because people are very different, you know?
There's
And
definitely
like, so it's like Corey didn't give up, but he also didn't push to keep trying, I feel like. And I feel like that's where it came, where I was just like, he's kind of given up on himself, where he's fighting because he's in this fight, but he's not fighting to win this belt at this moment. He's not doing what he should be. He's not like, he's gotten into his head. He's overthinking it. And it's like, that's why I'm like calling it like Corey's version of broken, you know, where it was just, like Jimmy said, he just looked hopeless. And like, I can kind of put hopeless and broken into the same, like, you know what I mean? Categories of just, you know, but yeah, but I still get what you mean, but it's just like, yeah.
Again, that's
It
the
was
other
just
thing.
a
It's
rough
just
fight for him.
just what, and maybe I need to rewatch the fight. I don't think he looked hopeless. Like I just don't agree with the way you guys are seeing it.
I mean, yeah, it's all about perspective.
Because it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's where it's just like,
did I see
it's
like it just, I guess it came off more to me as like, because obviously like I agree with like he was not like at rounds 3 through 5, like I can somewhat agree like he didn't look like a man trying to win a title, but also I don't think he looked like a man who was hopeless. You know what I'm saying? Like there's an in between in there that I feel like he was at.
I gotcha. But yeah, it's
like
just,
with broken, there's obviously like a spectrum of broken. Like I would agree, like the way Wonder Boy looked when Shavkat was on top of him looked broken, but not as broken as Roman Dolidze. Like there's obviously a spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, it like motherfucking Merab, man. It's obviously he's
insane.
always just putting up crazy numbers, but it's just like, again, in this one, across 25 minutes, 114 significant strikes landed out of 265 attempted, landing at a 43% clip, same as Corey actually.
Yeah,
but at just much smaller numbers, 80 and 184. Total strikes 243 of 399, just under that 400 mark.
Yeah. 37 takedown attempts.
Yeah, landing 20 of 37 takedowns, man. Absolutely ridiculous. 54% clip at a 10 minutes of control time. Like that is just one thing. Like Corey did a great job of fighting through the grappling, and like that is something that, you know, with the Umar one he did, and it's like he did do much better at trying to be more active in this fight than the Umar one, but it just not even close to enough, man. Like that.
No, yeah, and like the thing was, he was immediately able to get up on a lot of them, like get onto his feet, get to the cage, whatever it may be. It's just insane that, yeah, they were saying on commentary, like, before the fight, he needs 3 takedowns to break 100 takedowns. First fighter to ever do it in the UFC.
Yep.
He goes out and gets 20. He's at 117.
Yeah. So crazy.
I don't think no one's ever breaking his record for takedowns. It's just never.
Bro, they're going to one day. And I've said this to Jimmy before, where it's like numbers have been put up across the years where people are like, no one's ever touching that. No one was ever touching GSP's numbers. And then here came Merab. And there are going to be people that are inspired by people. There's
like fucking almost. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, because I was just going to say there's people that are going to be inspired by people. There's going to be those random freaks of fucking nature where even if it takes 10 years to get it, there's going to be that one person one day. And then one day their record will be broken, maybe. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like I feel like every time you push the ceiling, there's going to be that person to come out here and just push it further, you know?
I understand what you're saying. Two things. One, Merab might fight for another 10 years. 2, Will Chamberlain scored 100 points back in the 1960s in the NBA. No one's ever touched that number. Been 60 years.
Yes. You never know.
Yeah. But yeah, because what was GSP at? I don't know if you
90.
looked it up, but it was.
I'm on it right now. He's at 90. Gleison Tebow at 84. Clay Guida at 78. Clay Guida, who's been in the UFC for like 20 years.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it's just.
It has to be someone at 135 or 125 who'd be able to even touch his number.
It's somebody that's not signed yet and they're only like 7 years old.
But yeah,
they might not even be born yet.
Right.
But yeah, with Merab, man, it's like he did just super good with it. Just one of those things where it's like we've been talking about it. His IQ, his mid-fight adjustment, everything about it, it's just so on point. The like just had a bit of a Petr Yan type moment with like, you know, the fight of just being very like just more tentative in that first round and just kind of pulling it back. And just like, yeah, just kind of allowing Corey to work to just, you know, see what he was doing. And then, yeah, just from there, absolutely picked it up. Just the fucking blitzing in on Corey, you know, when he was just coming in with just like one shots. And that was just like the thing too, that and it's like, you get it. You got someone that's fucking shooting 37 takedowns on you and he's grabbing 20 of them, you know? It's like you're only going to want to go in there throwing one shot at a time, not throwing combos. But it's like Corey, with being so good on the grappling in general and just like getting up, it's like it doesn't fucking matter if you're giving up these takedowns. It's like you have to put those combos together. You have to move forward. And that's where it's like, yeah, it just in so many points was just unable to just get more stuff going on Merab. Yeah, he's just so goddamn good, man.
Yeah.
Wants to fight in December.
Called for Petr.
I was about to say, if he wants to fight in December, it has to be Petr. I was about to say, like, we either give him the Petr fight or we wait to see who wins between Umar and Bautista.
Doesn't matter. It's Petr. I told you, brother, they've been planning this since before this shit happened for sure. Like, because it feels like I said, Merab has been saying that he wants to defend his belt 4 times this year. He said that since his first title defense. He got the Sean one in June. It was a little later than he wanted because I know he was like, oh, maybe April or whatever, but he got it in June. He's back here in October. He wants to be back in December. Petr's down for December. If there was any type of talks where Dana's like, bro, like if you're really down, like Merab's a reliable fighter. Petr's a reliable fighter. They probably were like, yo, just make sure you're ready, pre-camp shit for Petr. And then, you know, as long as Merab's still ready after this fight, which clearly the second he won, he got on that mic and said, I want Petr Yan in December. It's like, I feel like they're both just gonna, Man. It's the only one that makes sense.
I can't wait to see Merab 50-45 Petr again. It's gonna be glorious.
Yeah, and I can't wait for Petr to show Merab, just like Poatan did, how rematches can be very different.
You're right.
Did you see that Petr said that?
You're right. Rematches can be very different. Merab is going to 50-43 him.
Nah, so it's one of those things where, like, obviously, Merab is the best in the division, and he's doing incredible things. I would not be surprised if he's able to do it for years to come. But I've been saying it for a while, and I still... And especially after watching this fight with Corey, I am so 100% even more like just confirmed 100%. You got to fucking basically like Poatan did to Magomed. You can't respect Merab, and you gotta walk this man down, and you gotta bring the fight to him and put it on him. Every single time Corey decided to walk forward in this fight and have Merab backing up, instantly started to have more success. Did not have the confidence in himself to keep the striking going and with the grappling and everything to put on good consecutive combos to hurt him like that. That's not something you got to worry about with Petr Yan. I definitely feel like even to the like of just watching Poatan and Magomed, because it's the same kind of thing. Poatan did not walk Magomed down at all in the first fight, and we saw how it played out. He decided to walk him down and had him out of there in under a minute and a half. I think Petr knows that he has to fucking put it on Merab. He has to go into his face and just put the pressure on him. And I 100% believe that he can make this a different fight. Even to your point of what you've been talking about for the last like fucking 20 fights with Merab, of the left fucking hook. Corey walked out there and started touching Merab instantaneously in that first round with the left hook. So consistently just walking forward and putting shots on him. The leg kicks were there. Petr Yan's good at leg kicks. He's good with the boxing. He's going to touch the body. All the things that Corey had success with in the first round, Petr Yan is going to do with bigger power, more determination, and more willingness because he's not worried about the grappling. It don't fucking matter that Merab shot 49 takedowns on him in the first one. Petr Yan's a better fucking grappler than Corey is. He's more confident in him, and because of that, it's not going to deter him from going forward and pushing Merab. If he actually sees that he has to just walk Merab down and bring it to him, I have no doubt Petr Yan can stop Merab in under 2 rounds in a rematch. All fucking confidence.
And I do think Petr
Yeah.
is the only person Merab can't break. I think he
Yeah.
lives with enough real confidence and delusion to like, and who he is as a person, that I just feel like he's the type that might stay frustrated without it affecting his go, you know?
Yeah.
But I have no idea how that rematch goes, because it's like I do trust that Petr is probably the only person that can possibly change a rematch with him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, does it happen? And if
Yeah.
it does, how does it play out? Is it much more competitive, but Merab still wins, you know?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it's something that I honestly am interested in. Like, I know that a lot of people, and even like myself, when I first thinking about it, I was like, bro, like, honestly, but it's like, yeah, I am falling more into like, no, you're right. Like, Petr is better than that, for it to just be the same exact way.
Yeah.
No,
And
yeah.
if it is the same exact way, then Merab's just that good. But
Yeah.
it's like, I trust in Petr enough to be interested in the fight, you know?
No, yeah.
Mhm.
Because that's where it's like with saying that, it's like, yeah, I still wouldn't be surprised if Merab went out there and absolutely dominated him. But
Yeah.
and then it's like, other than Petr, it's like I really don't think anyone has a chance against Merab right now. Like I don't. There's
Yeah.
nobody in that division that
Like,
I have
even with
any
Mario and
real.
Umar happening, I don't care to see Mario in there if Mario were to beat Umar.
Yeah, it's like it's
And
just
then
like
Umar rematch, I do think Umar the rematch goes pretty fucking similar, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's he can't hang
I-
up with the pressure, man.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's weird because I think I'm the only person in the world who's like, I think Mario can do something against Rob.
bro,
But it just depends. Like, I just need to see what he does against Umar to confirm how that's looking in my head.
I
think I understand where you're coming from, because it's like Mario is somebody who does have that forward pressure that
Yeah.
you would need to put on Merab, but I don't think he has the perseverance to keep through with it against someone like Merab. Like, I think Merab kind of does something similar in this, like with this Cory fight, where he spends the first round kind of letting Mario work a little bit so that he can get the reads, get the feels, get the distance and everything. And then round 2, he's going to be like, I'm going to spam you with whatever I feel is the right thing to spam you with, whether it's in the wrestling, in the striking in a certain manner, whatever it may be. And then after that, I feel like Mario's going to be like, well, fuck.
He just has to do it for 3
And he-
rounds.
bro, I think a fight with Merab and Mario ends up with Merab picking up Mario and holding him over his head, going unga bunga in front of Mark Zuckerberg as the entire arena cheers for him.
Just takes him by his legs and smacks him into the ground, real fucking caveman stick style.
Disrespect.
Bro, I don't.
I don't think Mario's a bad fighter. I don't even mean it
I'm
like
not
that.
saying
I
you.
really
I'm
don't.
talking about because
Bro, it's like I know that he's good and that he's smart. I just
Yeah.
don't think that. Like, I feel like he's well rounded everywhere, but I'm just not sure if he's good enough anywhere to actually deal with Merab. You know what
Like
I
I
mean?
said,
It's like
this is all dependent on how he does against two.
yeah,
Because I need
get
to
it.
see him be able to beat Umar to be able to say, like, yeah, I think he might be able to give Merab a tough time. Because if he loses, obviously, it doesn't fucking matter.
and that's where it's honestly going to be kind of hard too, because that's only going to be a 3-round fight. So it's like that's where it's something
No, I get
of
it.
like, if like even if it's like he's able to get the win over Umar, it's like if this dude shows any sign, like if he wins a decision over Umar, he better be like Merab, like he's ready to fucking run, like in the condition where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, he could fight 3 more times tonight. Like if he
Yeah.
doesn't look like that, did just I don't you're
No, I get it.
you're done in under 4 rounds. Like it's
No, I
like
get what you're saying.
yeah, I
'Cause,
really do
outside
just
of, like,
wonder who's going to be the person to get it done over Robert.
outside of, like, Petr, Umar, and Mario, there's no one else I really would favor to be able to do anything against Merab.
Yeah, I think the only thing that does anything to Merab is Father Time.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly.
And I don't know when that's going to catch up to him, but that's
Merab,
the only thing I see stopping him in the foreseeable future.
You know who's going to be the person to beat him? David Martinez.
Honestly, I was
Yo,
looking at
maybe.
David Martinez, and I was like, he's a name. I need to see him a couple more times before I can say anything, but definitely a name there. Someone in the
very
comments is gonna say Vinicius Oliveira. I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out of here.
If they're listening to this, no chance they haven't heard us talk about the way we feel about Vinicius Oliveira.
True.
Oh,
No
100%.
chance.
No chance. But like, to be fair, don't get a lot of views. So
We get the most views. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Well, let's go. Absolutely awesome for Merab, though. Sad for Corey, and it is
yeah.
probably one and only title opportunity.
Yeah,
But
'cause it's-
hey, maybe we could get him versus Suga Sean now. You know, that'd be fun.
It'd be fun. It just puts him in an awkward position if he wins, because he would have beat the #1 ranked fighter. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it don't matter. It's fucking... he's number 4 in this one. If you know what I mean,
No, I
they'll
know.
just mix it up all around. It don't matter, you know. Fucking, he beats Sean at #1. Okay, he gets ranked #1, but the fucking Mario beats Umar. You know, it don't. It's all gonna be all over the
Yeah,
place. It don't matter. Well, let's go. We'll see what ends up happening with 135, but hopefully we get that quick turnaround from Merab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Featured bout. Absolutely incredible.
This was crazy.
Yeah.
Not the first 2 rounds I was expecting.
No, way more tentative than I thought it was going to be,
Yeah.
honestly. Listening to like Dana White in the post-fight press conference, like he said that he thought the entire fight was going to be like the 3rd round, and that's definitely more of what I expected as well.
Which is why I was surprised that this fight got fight of the night.
Yeah, but I do
like I get it, but I'm just also like I was just a little surprised, you know.
I get it because it's like I mean early on, you know, we were kind of talking about just like you know, like it was Macy and Yana, we were like, early potential, you know what I mean?
I just expected some more knockouts bonuses instead of a fight of the night.
No, yeah, for sure. But yeah, so it's like after that, like I definitely understand it. But Yuri Prohaska gets the 3rd round knockout over Khalil Rountree Jr.
Yeah.
That was an absolutely vicious finish, man. Yuri, he's trying his best to be more of a defensive fighter, be a better fighter, actually keep his hands up and try and become better. But it's very hard to do when you're almost 40 fights into your professional career. You're over 30 years of age, and you're fighting consistently in the top 5 of the UFC light heavyweight division. It's a very hard thing to try and implement a completely different style to what you're used to in the moment on the spot. Especially when I'm assuming your main training partners are trees and boards. You know what I mean? It's rough. But 3rd round, he said, fuck all that shit. I'm going war mode. And Khalil just could not hang with that shit, man.
I was about to say, this was closer to what I think of when someone like gets broken than what you were saying with Corey, because that's definitely how it felt once he got once Yuri started pressuring him, like hit him with a couple shots, and it was just kind of like done for there, because then he just kept getting hurt trying to clinch up and just wasn't able to do anything.
See, and to me, that's not broken. That's just a part of the fight where he was getting ripped to the belly. Oh my God, the teep to the straight to the gut, toes right in the stomach. I know you mentioned it on the slow-mo scene of it, but even in real time, I was like, oh, like it just, you know, like he was getting touched up to the body, and it was like Yuri was just beating on him. I think he was just hurt. Like I think he was just on his way out, lights out, like I don't know, like physically hurt versus mentally broken. Like I didn't put those two together for that. I just thought that Khalil was like done physically, like
like, and just was saying like I don't know, broken on like a spectrum where it's like the mental, where like like Yuri just went forward and just fucking broke him, because it's like because like you said with the body shot, like it just absolutely exhausted him. So like he got instantly he was so tired in that 3rd round, the nonstop pressure, the nonstop damage. It's like he couldn't do anything, just like you said, trying to grab him, just anything.
And then like the strikes that he did land, Yuri was just shrugging him off. Like once you've already hit him multiple times in the first 2 rounds, like didn't like hurt him maybe a little bit, but like not a lot. And then now he's like, you're hitting him and it's just doing nothing, and he just keeps going forward. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
because this is what I what's it called? Didn't want to forget because we had brought it
Mhm.
up before, but like didn't want to like, say too much about this fight. But with like the frustration and why I read Cory as broken. Because in this fight, Jiri was obviously frustrated. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
literally said, "Oh," at one point. Like he's like throwing his hands, like he was damn near in tantrum mode with himself. Because you could see that he's fighting with his hands up. He's trying to be defensive. He's trying to do things differently. And then he's eating clean shots. And it's not that he's hurt, but he was getting so fucking mad at himself about it. And he was frustrated. But what did he do? He went for fucking broke. He never stopped. He never stopped moving forward. And third round came around and he said, fuck it, I'm going for broke. That was a man who was frustrated and like just willing to go for it because he was just done with the way it was going, which is why I kind of read Cory after that as like getting frustrated, but then not going for it. And it was like, that's where the hope kind of seemed lost. You know what I mean? But I don't want to like get totally back into that, but I just wanted to like be, how we brought up the frustration before. Cause it was like, yeah, like bro, Jiri in this fight, like the noticeable frustration from him.
Yeah, that
like,
was honestly kind of crazy to see. Like
yeah.
I like when I saw
Never
that, I was
seen
just like, oh man, like this is
I almost
not
got
good.
scared for him because it was like I felt bad where it was like, bro, like relax, just trust yourself.
Yup.
Just go for it and trust yourself. And when he did, we saw what happened. Like,
Yup.
Well, and also,
yeah,
like,
he was like, sorry.
well, what I was gonna say is like also with Khalil though, like Khalil's someone who's like 100% fine with being on the back foot and countering people. Like that's how he gets a lot of knockouts. Like, and he hurts people. Is him countering you coming in because he is like a shorter 205er and does not have the reach of a lot of 205ers. So he's completely fine being on that back foot. So that way you have to get into his range where he can land.
Yeah, because he is like extremely explosive and fast too. So it's like being the smaller guy. That's why like generally works like that. But yeah, it's so crazy though of how like everyone of like just how powerful and scary Khalil is and just a monster and just all these things. And then it's like, yeah, he lands clean shots on Jiri and he just gets fucking angry. Like, I shouldn't have gotten hit by that. Like, it's just one of those things where it's just like the durability and fucking toughness of Jiri. And then it's just like to the continual extrapolation of like how fucking powerful Poatan is, that he just one-shots that man, and every other monster in the 205-pound division Jiri just walks through like it's nothing. Like fucking the shots that fucking that like Rakic was landed on him, where it was just like holy shit, and it just forward and just breaks them and cooks it, like it crazy, man.
Bro, yeah, because it's like Jamal, Rakic, Glover, Reyes, Vulcan. It's
to
be
fair, Reyes knocked him out for a second.
Even more to the point that literally ate an upkick and recovered immediately to come back and kill Dominic Reyes.
And Glover was putting it on him for 4 of those rounds.
Yes,
oh, yeah, that was a fucking war.
Yes, but exactly couldn't get him out of there. Proceeded to go forward to tap him out in the last 30 seconds of the fight. Like the way that he can just endure, recover, and keep moving. But then here comes Poatan. Like,
yeah.
Which is why Poatan should also move up, because I don't like listening to Jiri talk about how if he can't be the champion, wants to retire, and it's just one dude, bro. Come on, please, just keep fighting. But so Poatan move up, Jiri become champ, and let all be right with the world.
And then it's just like his fucking warrior spirit and mentality of how like to just that point where it's like, okay, I've lost to Poatan twice. I don't think I can beat him. I think I have to retire because of this. Oh, I want to win my fight, and I want to fight the champion afterwards. Oh, I won Poatan to win the title. He sees him win the title.
Watching him
fucking crying, bro. Like,
yes, watching him hold back those tears and listening to him talk of like, yes, I was happy for Poatan because he respects him, but he didn't respect Magomed because Magomed talks too much. Like, he's like, no, he's a trash talker. Poatan is like, yeah, like he just has that respect for him. And I was like, I fucking love him, man. This dude is the one dude in the UFC, just can't get past this, finished you twice, and you're just happy crying that he won and you get to fight him again potentially in the future.
Yeah, it's like just contemplated retirement on the second loss, happy that he won so you could possibly have a third fight, and it's like, what, just actually gonna retire after that, but like still just gonna be happy, like, yep, he did his thing. Like,
right.
Incredible, man. What a fucking great guy.
Insane.
doubled up on the performance bonuses, got fight of the night and performance of the night. So good for him for that. But yeah, so we're kind of talking about it in the main event, so we'll see if he ends up just fighting Poatan in a trilogy fight or possibly Oberg in a vacant title fight. We'll see how that plays out. And for Khalil, I feel like just a good step back in the division would just definitely be good and healthy for him.
Yes.
Just a solid reset, probably about number 10 around there, and to just kind of reclimb back up the division.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was thinking as well. Definitely needs to have a reset.
But yeah, let's fucking go. Great fight. We'll see how all of 205 plays out. This next fight at 145 pounds, holy shit, I was not expecting this.
Not at all, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think we all agreed going into it that we thought that Youssef could win a very boring decision or maybe get a sub if he was actually able to go for all the takedowns, or if Josh was going to be the one who initiated said wrestling and Zalal is like, oh, let me hop on the neck or scramble with you and get it,
Yeah.
In less than a minute, Josh Emmett could not. The reason, obviously, thinking it was going to be boring, knowing that Youssef was going to be faster and being able to read Josh's fucking overhand spams with no problem, didn't anticipate him just immediately ducking under, taking him down in less than a minute, not letting any strikes land, which they didn't credit him with attempting a strike, which I think is really weird because he definitely did. Anyway, but just immediately took him down, immediately worked for it. Josh starting to stand up, and in that scramble of standing up and getting him off of his back, just isolates the arm, gets the arm, and Josh taps immediately. We didn't really get to see it. It was kind of weird, but didn't expect it.
Yeah, just a verbal tap.
Yeah, literally tap.
Yep. Yeah.
When I mean see it, I mean the arm extension, how good the arm bar was, because it's he literally just started lifting him up, and I guess just the pressure, it was just, oh no, wait, I fucked up.
When it happened, I was like, oh shit, did he break Josh Emmett's arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. Because Josh was holding that arm very low when he started to walk away. I was like,
Yeah, like you said, just expecting that this more than likely was going to be 15 minutes of okay, let's just get to the Jiri fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To go out there 1 minute and 38 seconds and to just get an armbar, Josh Emmett. No one in the UFC has blasted through Josh Emmett like that quickly. No. Absolutely impressive. I just feel bad. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I just feel bad the way that it's Dana is not giving him the credit that I feel like he deserves, just not seeming that excited about it. He didn't get a bonus for that, which doesn't always mean anything, but just apparently Dana talking about it it wasn't this super giant win or super impressive, and it's bro, what? He had one lackluster performance against Calvin Kattar, but every other performance has been a finish. And to your point, literally went out there and sub Josh Emmett in under 2 minutes, and nobody has ever done that before.
What did I didn't watch the press conference. What was Dana actually saying?
It was just because for they were talking about the bonuses or whatever, and I think somebody brought up Youssef, and it was just he's he'll get something. He's not getting $50,000, but we'll give him something. It just it just very much I don't know, just didn't have any
vibe from him on him. And
depending on how he said it, I was gonna be well, Youssef, welcome to Movsar Evloev territory.
Which is crazy.
It sucks, but no, yeah, it is insane, because Movsar and Arnold Allen, that was an amazing fight. He's boring fight, and it's just okay, yep, he just does not care for this man at all.
But then even to the comparisons, it's Movsar you can almost guarantee is going to go 15 and 25 minutes.
Well, you can't guarantee. Has never finished anyone in the UFC.
Exactly. But that's why I say almost, because anything could happen, but you can just basically guarantee it's going to be a decision fight. As to where with Zalal, it's almost always ends with him finishing somebody by submission, and usually quickly. He just had the one fight with Kattar.
Yeah. And the thing with Kattar is he's also just one, he's kind of hard to take down, and two, he's hard to get a submission off on. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Only lost once by submission? I want to say.
I don't know.
As far as my head, I thought you.
Yeah, one submission loss, one TKO loss for Calvin Kattar.
Yeah. I know the TKO being the injury, but
yep.
But yeah, I did think though it was really funny with Youssef. After he won the fight, he got on the mic and he's like, "Give Diego Lopez that title shot. I want Lerone Murphy anywhere, anytime. I'll fight him." I was just like,
right, because it's a shout out to Diego. He did really great. Give that man the title shot. I was like, bro.
brother, what?
He's like, I can't grapple with Diego, but I can grapple with Lerone. So let's make this happen a different way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's but I mean, it's one of those things where they for sure shouldn't do like they should just give Lerone the title shot.
Yeah, it should be
I mean,
Laurent Volk.
it should just in reality it should be Moses.
It should be Mozart, but we know he's not getting the title shot because UFC hate him. It's probably going to be Mozart versus Diego Lopez in a rematch and then they're going to give Lerone the title shot, and then you're going to give Zalal Aljamain Sterling.
That's possible too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because like I definitely do think that yeah, either Mozart or Aljo, those are probably his next matchups, honestly. Like I would not be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, great performance though. Absolutely awesome. Super impressive. Let's fucking go. The Moroccan Devil, let's fucking go. Main card opener. Body bags, getting it done over Abus Magomedov. Second round, rear naked choke.
Yeah.
It was just so funny to me. Just so fucking funny. All I could do was fucking laugh and think about how dumb this fucking game is when the first round ends, and so it's just like, okay, we know Abus is a 1 round fighter, and then the second round starts, and Joe just walks forward, jab right hand. Oh, that hurt him. Jab right hand. Oh, he's down on the floor. Oh, he's fucking done. It was just like, what fucking happened in Abus's brain that every single brain cell and ability to fight and just explodes as soon as he hits the corner after the first round, man. Like, it was just incredible to watch. Of just, oh yeah, like, you know, Abus, like, yeah, Joe probably gonna win in the second round because Abus gets tired, whatever. And it was just instantaneously the second round starts and he just loses it. Like, it was the dumbest fucking thing ever. Yeah. It just made me laugh so much.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, this is so stupid. And then Dana White talked about like how this was a great win for Joe Pyfer and this was a real big one, and Abus is a real good tough guy, and like, yeah, so Joe Pyfer probably expect him a top 10 opponent or some shit next.
I was
Fight night main event, something.
I was thinking him versus like Marvin Vittori, Paulo Costa.
Bro, can I be honest with you? I don't think there's a single winnable fight for him in the top 15.
I think Ikram might be winnable.
Ikram?
Here's the reason why.
Until he proves me wrong, I don't think there's a single winnable fight.
No, and I understand why, but like Whitaker is not like a huge finisher, and he got finished by Whitaker. I feel like he should, like, the chin of Ikram is there enough for Pyfer to maybe be able to crack it. But like, it's like,
that's possible.
That's like the most winnable fight, and I'm like, he might be able to crack him. It's like, it's not.
Okay, fine. I'll fix it. I don't think there is a single winnable fight for him in the top 13.
I'll agree with that.
Marvin's iffy, but I still think Marvin wins, but I'll give him a maybe. 13 up.
Listen, this is the one and only potential path for Joe Pyfer to
and
get
it's totally
into the top
wrong.
of the division. It's the only path.
He gets stopped at round 1.
It is the only path.
Person 1.
Roman Dolidze, Brendan Allen, RDR.
I'm not gonna lie, even if he gets past Dolidze, which I don't think he does.
Yeah.
I think Brendan Allen subs him in under 2.
Probably. I'm just saying.
His easiest route is basically unattainable, is Jimmy's point.
That is like, there is like, I don't think that, like, you know, a progression of like back end, middle, and like top of the division. Like, I don't think there's a different 3 fighters that you could pick out that he has any better of a shot against, in my opinion, at least. Like, because it's like Roman is really bad, but I still think he's better than Joe Pyfer, that he should be able to beat him. And then Brendan Allen and RDR are just the more chinny people in the division towards the
Yeah.
top. So that's the only reason that I give him an ability to be able to beat them, because of just dumb MMA luck. He happens to land the right shot, but he literally just walked forward with basically a jab or like a hook and then just an overhand right. So it's like that yeah, he's not fucking beating anyone in the top 15 more than likely, but
Yeah, no.
that is the only path that I see for him. Body bags.
Can we just not give him a top 15 opponent, but instead give him RoboCop?
That's awesome.
Yeah, do fucking that. Do that. That's a great fight.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking fight. Very winnable on both sides. Very winnable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But so that's all the bonuses for that card. All of them on the main card.
All of them on the main card. Yeah.
Poatan, Yuri doubling up, and then obviously Khalil on the other side of the fight of the night, and then Joe Pyfer got that.
Got the last one, yeah. So, you know.
Let's go.
Yeah, speaking of like the RoboCop Joe Pyfer thing, yeah. You know, it's very winnable on both sides. Joe Pyfer has the durability. Then RoboCop has the striking, the grappling, the submission ability, the knockout power, the you know, it's very winnable, very close fight.
Hey, listen, honestly, it's just one of those things, honestly, at this point for RoboCop. I watched Jack Hermanson land jabs and right hands to absolutely blast that man's face apart.
No, it's
and
fair.
Cut him in
I get it.
different ways. Brother, anyone in that division has a like 15% chance to get a doctor stoppage win over him at this point.
Look,
like,
Joe
that
Pyfer
is just
Joe Pyfer probably also has the power to be able to put him out. Like RoboCop has been knocked out before, so like I'm being facetious. I
know. But that's where it's like I feel like anyone's got a chance to beat RoboCop purely based off of doctor stoppage via cuts at this point. Like he's in the Nate Diaz territory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Tristan Vines has a shot at beating RoboCop at 5 doctor stoppage.
That's not true. Okay, because that's the main card prelims, brother. Let's just start with this one. This was so fucking stupid and ridiculous. The way Tristan Vines started this fight with the clear lack of willingness in anything.
Dude, I'm not gonna
want to be close to Ateba.
Bruh, he stayed at least a leg and a half's distance away as he quickly circled around. Like it was like I'm gonna just circle and circle and circle. It was probably a solid minute of that, right?
Bro,
it was close to it because I was like,
felt like they put a fucking like a rabbit in a cage with a lion. For you know what I mean, and the rabbit was just like, I have to, like, I'm just running away to stay alive. Like I
hate that analogy because it just makes me feel bad.
That's what
it was.
I already know, and like I mean, we knew that going into this. It was all dude was 10-3 off of the regionals. All 3 of his fucking losses came by first round knockout, and it was short notice for him. We obviously already expected this, but the second he touched him, bro, because it was the knee, right? Where he went in for the takedown and just blasted him with the knee, and like he got blasted to the ground. He got back up, and it was kind of just like on the cage where he was just like, you know, a little bit lower going for the takedown again, and Ateba's just spamming elbows. That honestly didn't look that crazy, but were clearly devastating.
Threw him to the side onto the cage.
He like fell over like that as if he was already knocked out.
Yeah.
Like the way he just like
with the elbows.
Yeah.
That like just the way when he went in for that first takedown from just so far away of just like reaching and like head ducking, and it was just so easy for Ateba to throw that knee. Like it was just like, this is just ridiculous, man. Like what are we doing?
Should not have allowed this to happen. This should not have been sanctioned.
Yeah, he needs to, like, we don't need to like give him like, oh, some great fighter or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you need to give him someone that isn't gonna absolutely shit themselves in the thought of somebody that has big power in front of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that is just you can't fucking like Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
See, I was thinking like there are a couple guys who are
versus power. That's the way to
That's
go.
fine, I guess. I was thinking maybe someone
1
who had
minute of pure destruction.
No, bro. No. Abdul does not need that.
No.
Like, truly, he doesn't. Because, like,
True.
we talk about it. Ateba, while young and doesn't have the most experience, he has shown to be patient and, like, just way more calculated in his killer instincts that Abdul's gonna have his first minute, have absolutely nothing the second it hits, like, 3:59 on the clock, and then he's gonna get starched in the saddest way possible. And he just doesn't need that. He's what, like 40 years old now?
Yeah.
Damn, is he really that old?
He is old.
He's got to be around there, right?
He is 40 years old, yes.
I fucking knew it, bro. Because I was going to say, I feel like the last time that I saw him fight, it was either 38 or 39.
He was 39 in the Cesar fight.
Like,
I definitely just do not remember that. You asked me, what if that dude was like 36?
No.
That is crazy. Okay, yeah. Oh, you can go somewhere else. But yeah, it's yeah.
Let's say, how do you?
But he definitely needs something bigger.
Andre Petrosky. Dusko?
This dude got knocked out by someone's hip from standing there.
And then he just got knocked out by the battle giraffe.
True.
Like, that's gonna be like some Deontay Wilder shit where like Ateba just fucking like he's gonna jab his forehead and he's just gonna fall backwards like, where the fuck am I? And it's gonna be over. Yeah. That I would yeah.
Actually, how do you feel about him versus the power bar? Marc-Andre Barrios. It's like
we need someone that's bad, but someone that's not just gonna fall over in a single fucking flick of a punch. You know what I mean? Like, how many?
That's a very fine line to fucking.
Yeah, that's like
though.
That's why I'm trying
like,
to.
Unless you're getting into like the higher competition where we're low key trying to keep them away from it so young, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find people who can put up a fight and can do certain things. I also don't want to put him up against like Brad Tavares yet. I feel like Brad is still good enough that that's might not actually be a good fight for Ateba's progression, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, like I feel like it's either guys that just get absolutely ran over, or it's people that might lead him into bigger fights too soon, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like Cesar Almeida could be a good one, you know? Fucking CLD could be a good fight for him. Like I think that those are probably like solid people. Shit, even maybe Hidalgo Vieira, you know? But
that gets him.
Think about Bruno Ferreira.
Huh?
What do you think about Bruno?
Bruno Ferreira, yeah, like, you know, it's just like there are definitely like the fights that I feel like in this area of people that are good, but those are definitely fights that could easily get him someone like the Iron Turtle directly after that, Roman Kopylov, just you know what I mean, where that literally puts him like 2-3 fights away from top 15. But honestly, you know what? I don't know how else he progresses though without fighting those types of people. You know, because I don't know how much he's really going to learn if he's just fighting guys he can knock out in a matter of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
or like, you know, someone like Cody Brundage even, where it's like, it's like it's not like, oh, he's not like super chinny like that, and I don't think he's gonna be like fucking like so scared of the power, like he's gonna go for it, you know what I mean?
He's gonna try to grapple him, which would be good for Ateba.
You
know what I mean?
And that's kind of why I was thinking like Bruno Ferreira too, because it's like he can get, because honestly, like another thought of like in my head where it's like he is someone that is chinny and stuff, but it's like GM3 where it's just like, yeah, he can easily get one punch, but he is a vet, he knows how to like be crafty in there, and he's gonna try and grapple with him, so it can easily possibly extend it until he gets one punch. But it's just like, I definitely get that it is a hard line to try and find, but it's like
especially in the UFC, it's hard to find that line of good enough but not like too good.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening with him, who he fights next. I feel like the next big mention to bring up, very sad, very sad. Our boy Patrick Mix, 0-2 now in the UFC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am officially taking the stance that I think he needs to move up because there's nothing else that makes sense to me. Because I don't care that he's 0-2 in the UFC, and I don't care that he hasn't looked great in his last 3 fights. I still believe that he is like a high level and just world class fighter, but maybe just not at bantamweight anymore. He's 5'11. He is what, 32 years old now?
I think so.
Yeah, he just turned 32 years old. It's like he might just be too big for bantamweight because he just has not looked the same in the past few fights. And I don't know, maybe I'm just making excuses for him because I've been a fan of him since many a Bellator fights ago, that it's just like I don't understand the drop off. But that's the only thing I can see, because even in this fight, it's like he did look better than in the Mario one, where he was definitely more active. He was going for things like earlier, like, you know what I mean? But even with the grappling, he wasn't doing shit with it. I've seen a lot of people weigh in and call this a robbery, that round 2 should have been Patchy's, and I don't really agree with that. He was outstruck, and the striking was definitely more significant from Wiklacz, where it was just like more impactful and whatever. And it's like he did land 2 takedowns. With those 2 takedowns, he only racked up 1 minute and 17 seconds of control time. And of the 25, or like of the 35 total strikes he threw that round, only 1 of them was on the ground, which means he got those 2 takedowns with a little over 1 minute of control time and did absolutely fucking nothing with it. What does that do when you're getting outstruck and you're getting hit with bigger strikes on the feet? I'm sorry, but that doesn't win you the round.
Yeah.
No.
And I love Patchy, but it doesn't. It was not a robbery. Like, I could see that it was a close round where it's like, you know, if the judge, like the one judge giving it to him or whatever, you know, but it's not a robbery, bro. Like, it's just not.
Well, the MMA community throws out robbery way too loosely. Like, we have established this. It's like how people throw out fraud check.
Yeah,
They've
it's
thrown
just so
out
crazy.
way too soon, way too often.
Yep. But yeah, I'm not, I don't know. It's like definitely could just be the weight cut, but yeah, it just very much has sucked. Being very hyped on him, wanting to see him come over to UFC for so many years, and
he
it's
finally
just gone
did it.
terribly.
Yeah.
It's like Wiklacz definitely a very solid fighter. You know, see what he's able to do at 135, but it's like, yeah, Patchy might just have to move up, because that's where it's like he moves up. It's not like he's a fucking small featherweight.
That's what I'm saying. He's 5'11 with a 70-inch reach. And when you think of Cory or Sean, who are 2 other bantamweights sitting at 5'11, he is not as scrawny as them. He does not have that same thin build, which is why it's like, bro, do you just need to move up? You're not built like Cory and Sean, the other 2 tall fucking bantamweights.
Yeah.
You definitely are thicker. You're definitely bigger. He would fit right into featherweight.
Yeah. Like, let's see him fucking ready for a featherweight fight and how he would like be looking for that, and then have him stand next to Diego Lopez. You know what I mean? Like, see how not far off that's probably gonna be.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. And I know next big mention is very happy to see. It wasn't the greatest fight overall. But Farid Basharat.
No, because I have a lot to say about this, and so I'm happy that you brought it up. And it's basically just what we were talking about yesterday. Because you're right, it wasn't the most exciting, but it wasn't until I watched these 2 in front of each other, I never noticed that Farid was literally just new Chris.
Yup.
Bro, they're striking. It's specifically the striking, because obviously Farid has a little bit more under his belt with better takedowns and wrestling and stuff, but their striking is identical. They are mirrors of each other. Watching them in front of each other, just pawing at each other, the front leg, like that Muay Thai style, just lifting up the leg, throwing out the kicks, Farid being a bit heavier on the kicks than Chris was, and just watching them kick at each other at the same exact time and doing things. I was like, oh my God, he's literally Chris Gutierrez. I never noticed it before.
Yep.
It was awesome.
Yep. even down to just like their fucking just similar of how they look and their frames and like literally everything. It was just like oh wow, this is literally this is our new generation Chris Gutierrez in the division. Like
yeah, he's new bantamweight gatekeeper. Like he's gonna lose that O soon.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like he's gonna have the same ceiling as Chris. Maybe not. I mean, he obviously can mix it up a little bit, but bro, like I was in shock watching that. I loved it for that reason.
Yep. But yeah, it was super nice though, of just because I was definitely worried of like how he was gonna get through, and just like if it was gonna be difficult. And round one was definitely very competitive between each other, like you said, just basically a mirror match. But after round one, it definitely quickly started to just Farid was pulling ahead. Just him, like you said, being able to mix it up more overall really made a difference in like the impact. Chris Gutierrez definitely started to slow down more than him, and like
because that was the major switch up in the first round of them mirroring each other at first. Was then Farid just like, oh, we're done striking, and just clean takedown. But I almost forgot, and this was like kind of shocking, was how tired Farid looked in round 3.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, I don't feel like you've done enough to have this type of drop off, like then that's where I feel like he's not going to have the highest ceiling within the rankings, because that was pretty significant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's overall solid for him, definitely to get the biggest win of his career for sure.
Stay undefeated.
But yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know if there is any ones that you guys want to bring up and talk about for the pod.
No.
Not really.
Oh wait, actually, fucking Yana Santos and Macy Chisson.
I figured that was like one that you might want to bring up, but
I just kind of skipped over it for a second, and then I was like, oh wait, because bro, we were so happy with Macy that she had finally gotten like her weight together for bantamweight and was seeming to like, just like, okay, maybe she can do something in this division. And then she missed weight by 1.5 pounds, and Yana was pissed because all of her opponents lately have been missing weight on her, and I feel like she is really just starting to get like annoyed with that. And she went out there and really just made it a fight, because Jimmy was just like thinking like, oh no, like Macy missed weight, so she's not going to be able to have that same like oomph to her where she normally does, and Yana's going to drag her into a boring Yana Santos fucking decision. And while Yana got it done, it was not boring at all. They were scrapping it out. It was awesome.
Just how many times were people just like, oh yeah, like the women's fighter, and they get into the clinch and blah blah, bro, they grabbed each other up in the clinch in the center of the octagon and would just start ripping each other, knees to the body, elbows, uppercut. That shit was fucking good fun. That definitely good for Yana to get it done, and because it was like just with looking at it, it was like how all of them have fought like Irene and Ketlin Vieira, and like just all like just kind of in like the mix, and it's like Yana has fought all 3 of them, and all 3 of them have missed weight when they fought her. In Ketlin, Irene, and
well, Misha Tate's the only ones who have not like missed weight, because like Chelsea Chandler also missed weight. I guess Irene and Ketlin were earlier on, but it's like it's just been so many people just missing weight on her, period.
That's
like
why I didn't realize, because I know with just like looking and just like the people just talking about those like fighters specifically because they all fought each other, but damn.
Because then Carol Hoza, it took place at featherweight because Carol Hoza was gonna miss weight. I was pretty sure that Carol Hoza was another one. Because it doesn't mark it. So it's literally like Macy, Chelsea, Carol, Holly Holm definitely made weight, and Irene. You go back into her last 6 fights, and only 2 of those people didn't make weight. I mean, only 2 of those
people made weight.
And that's Holly fucked up. Tate. Yeah. In Holly and Misha Tate, you go back one more, Ketlin also missed weight. Like
the 2 champions that she fought, they know how to make weight. That is fucking insane though, man. Goddamn. Me and Kay were saying it, but they really should have just cut 135 and kept 145. That definitely seems like the play. That is definitely why Bellator and PFL now have 125 and 145, because get the fuck out of here with 135. It's useless.
No, the only thing I was going to say was good for Edmen Shahbazyan getting the knockout over Andre Muniz.
Yep.
That was, what I expected, one of 2 outcomes: armbar by Muniz or Edmen knockout.
Yep.
Let's go. That is UFC 320. Very nice.
Yes.
There was a PFL on Friday. Not too much to talk about there. It was kind of hard to watch. They didn't have a US broadcast. It was all fuckeroni and cheese and dumb.
Yeah.
But Usman getting 50-45, absolute bullshit over Paul Hughes. That shit was written in the books before that fight even happened. I'm not entirely upset that Usman won the fight, but it was just the fact of like no
50-45,
shot.
50-45.
49-46 just felt criminal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
Yeah.
And just Paul being so respectful on the mic and everything afterwards. I was like, you're such a bigger man than me, bro. Like, good for you. I was just like that. I was like, good for you. But yeah, so good on PFL. Corey Anderson got it done too. That was nice.
Yeah. Sergio Pettis got a fun knockout.
Yeah. Come back, bro. Fucking spinning back elbows, man.
They've been going crazy this year.
That's about to
insane.
Twice. Like, he has done this now twice where he's got a spinning, like, comeback spinning elbow back fist.
Yep, because just the comeback, one against fucking
Horiguchi.
Yeah. So yeah, good shit on there and there. Tapology, my belief in New York has what led me to the victory for this one.
Yeah.
I never thought New York would guide me to winning anything, but here we are.
Fair enough.
I just went with the favorite, Vanderford over Ramiz.
Yep.
I know Ginger did the same, so therefore Jimmy won, because that was the only fight we had different.
I just thought Vanderford might be slightly better. Like, that was it. It was like, I don't remember exactly what Brian Maya's done. Or how he's looked.
Vanderford being slightly better than anyone. I know, I'm just a hater.
I know, I'm pretty sure I went against
my belief in being a hater led me to the victory, so therefore I feel justified.
I have never gotten a Vanderford fight right.
Incredible.
That is hilarious. I'm 0-3. I went for Vanderford the first time against Aaron Jeffrey, lost it. I took Varentenikov, and Vanderford won. I went Vanderford, he lost.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna be. So now that you guys know that, I'm gonna make sure I'm the last one to send my Tapology picks when Vanderford is on the card, because if whatever I pick, you'll just pick the opposite and be right.
True. Let's go. And then the draft. I know me and Ginger are the head-to-head, and Merab and Corey. Very sad. Boo. Draft is dumb.
What do you mean? You also had Yuri.
Oh shit! Yuri!
Me and you are.
Oh yeah.
Me and you are tied now in the draft. 20-10.
We all have 20 wins.
Oh god.
You have 7
I
left.
have 2 more fights.
Yeah.
For now.
Fuck.
Don't know who else is gonna fight this year.
Damn, I have 9 fights on the books.
Yeah.
Ginger with 6.
Yeah.
I'll get a Joshua Van fight.
Yeah, probably.
Do you think Shamil Messiah or Teamwork Israel? Fuck.
I might get a couple more fights, but it's very gonna be people like, maybe I get a Rinya fight, maybe I get a Takopedia fight. Really about it. Like, unless Shavkat's injured again. Well, he said that his manager said those were rumors and unfounded. I don't fucking know. Maybe.
Honestly, even if he doesn't have an injury, I don't see there being a fight open for him in the next couple months.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
honestly,
like, there's potential.
I will, if he's 100% healthy, ready to go, you could 100% end up with him versus Sean Brady in December. I will give you that.
And that's what I was gonna say, is him versus Sean Brady is the only possible one.
Yeah.
Which is fun because that would be a head-to-head with myself.
Yeah.
Nice.
True. So yeah, that is honestly your only potential, I feel like. So take your pick.
I'd say I'd rather him just not fight
no
at
fight
that
or
point.
guaranteed loss.
Yep.
Guaranteed win.
It could go to a draw. Or no contest.
Unlikely.
Yep.
I would just hope for like a Peyton Talbot, Arinya or Takpadia to be fighting on like the prelims of like
You're
a
getting
card.
nobody. No more fights for anyone. Only I'm getting a fight announced. I need ones. Well, let's go.
What do you mean? Katie's probably gonna get another 3 fights announced this week. It'll be Tatsuya Taira, Piotr Jan in December because she has Piotr, and then like Loopy will fight again.
Yeah, we'll see how it all plays out though. But that is it. All the things to talk about for this episode of the podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will catch you previewing an incredible card from Rio next week. Let's go. Peace out, everyone.